Hi students, good morning. How are you? I hope you all are doing good. Welcome to V11 Business Mathematics class. We are dealing with our second chapter, Algebra. I hope all of you completed your last day's works. So let's move to our today's class. Okay. In our last class, we have completed in exercise 2.3, we have completed first three problems. Yes, third problem I have explained you and I gave as homework. I hope you all have completed. So we'll start from problem number 4 in exercise 2.3. Okay, exercise 2.3, problem number 4. Okay, please take down your books and take down the see the question there, page number 36. The question is, find the number of arrangements find the number of arrangements that can be made out of the letters of the word assassination. Okay, so we are going to do this problem. Okay, please listen. Solution. First, you need to find out how many number of letters in this word. Okay, so total number of letters in the given word. Okay, so what is the given word here? Assassination. So total number of letters in the given word is 13. Yes, 13 letters are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 letters are there. Okay, so how many one letter, each letter occur how many times you need to find. So A, we'll start from A. A occurs how many times? 3 times. Count it. A occurs 3 times. Then next letter S shall we take? S occurs 4 times. Am I right? 4 times. 2 here 2. So 4 times S occurs. Then next one I. I occurs how many times? I occurs 2 times. Okay. Then next T. T is there? Yes. So T occurs once. Then any other letter? N is there. Is it right? So N occurs how many times? 2 times. Correct? 2 times. Then is there any other letters? Yes. O. O occurs once. Please check it here. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 11, 12, 13. So totally 13. Okay. What is the formula here? We have learned. Last class I have taught you the formula. Is it right? So we have learned the formula. We are going to use the formula. That is, how will you find the number of permutation? In example 2.21 I have taught you that formula. We are going to use that. What's the formula we'll use there? N factorial. The formula we'll use for finding the number of permutation is n factorial divided by p1 factorial, p2 factorial, etc. pk factorial. Alright? So last class I have taught this. So we are going to use this formula. So what's the question here? What's the question? Find the number of arrangements. Is it right? So how will you find the number of arrangements? Therefore, number of arrangements. The formulas we are going to write as number of arrangements is equal to n factorial divided by p1 factorial, p2 factorial, etc. pk factorial. Now n factorial means totally, that is 13 factorial divided by p1 means 3 factorial, 4 factorial, 2 factorial, another one 2 factorial, then 1 factorial, the meaning is 1 only. Is it right? So 1 factorial, the value is 1. So if you are writing or not writing, it's not a problem for that. Okay, so this is the required answer. Understand, students? Okay, I hope you got it. It's a very easy. Just go through this. Okay, then next one is our the book for the problem number 5. If the book is not available with you, I have sent the PDF for you. Please go through that. Okay, I am reading the question from the book. Please see that. Fifth question, A part. In how many ways can 8 identical beads be strung on the necklace? In how many ways 8 identical beads? Is it right? So it is given that since beads are, what's the condition given? Identical. Since beads are identical, therefore if it is identical means both clockwise and anti-clockwise of the circular permutation are same. Last class I have taught you. Okay, so if the beads are identical, so it will be deals with circular permutation. So since beads are identical, both clockwise and anti-clockwise of circular permutation are same. Okay, both the anti-clockwise and clockwise direction, the circular permutation are same. So what's the formula for number of permutation in circular permutation? You have learnt last class. So what's the formula? N minus 1 the whole factorial divided by 2. So what is the n value here? Here n is given as how many beads? 8. So 8 minus 1 whole factorial by 2, that's equal to 7 factorial by 2. That's the answer. Okay, come to the B part. I am reading the question. In how many ways can 8 boys form a ring? Okay, so boys means 8 boys form a ring. So it is not identical, is it right? So since boys are not identical, since the boys are not identical, what's the formula? The permutation is n minus 1 factorial. Okay, n minus 1 factorial. So what's the value here? N value 8, is it right? So 8 minus 1 the whole factor, that's equal to 7 factorial. Understand? So 7 factorial. This is a required answer. Okay, then problem number 6. In that exercise is your homework. Please take down that homework. That is the exercise 2.3. Problem number 6th problem you need to do, that is find the rank of the word chat in dictionary. So last class I have taught you how to find the rank of the word rank. Is it right? So same as that you need to do this and please send it to me. Okay, find the rank of the word chat. 2 problems also again and again they will repeat. So it is very important. So you do that. Okay, 6th problem is your homework. Okay, let's move to the next section, combinations. Okay, what's the next section is? Combination. Please take down the PDF and refer there. Combinations. So next heading is combination. Just I will read the definition. When we are doing the problem only you will get the idea. Combination is a selection of n things. No need to take down this definition in the note. Combination is a selection of n things taken or at a time without repetition. Okay, combination means selecting n things without repetition. With repetition it's not there. Without repetition, out of n things or things can be selected in which way? NCR. So till now you have learned NPR permutation. So here NCR. So this is a formula for combination. NCR is equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r the whole factorial, n greater than or equal to 1, 0 less than or equal to r less than 1. Here one example is given, that is out of 5 balls we are going to select 3 balls. Okay, so out of 5 balls 3 balls you need to select. So how will you write that? 5C3. So substitute in this formula, that is n factorial means 5 factorial divided by r factorial is 3, is that right? So 3 factorial into 5 minus 3 factorial. Then you know how to find the factorial. If you find out you will get the answer. Okay, then directly I am moving to the problem. So you do one thing, put the heading combination. Example 2.25, find 8C2. How will you find 8C2? Simple problem. Okay, now we know we have learned the formula for NCR. What's the formula for NCR? NCR is equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Substitute here n value is 8 factorial divided by r factorial is 2 factorial into 8 minus 2 factorial, correct? That's equal to 8 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 8 minus 2 is 6 factorial, correct? So here you keep it in mind, 8 factorial means 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, correct? Then same as the 2 factorial means 2 into 1, 6 factorial means 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so this all the terms, it will get cancelled. Same as the denominator, all the terms will get cancelled. So here also this will get cancelled. So 4 into 7, 4 into 7, 28. So 28 is the answer. Understand? Okay, easy. Okay. Then in your book there is some properties. Just I am reading the property. You need to by heart all the properties thoroughly. Why not? For one word questions they may ask. That is NC0. NC0 is equal to NCN. That's equal to 1. Okay. NC0 is equal to NCN. What's the value for NCN? The meaning is 8C8 means the value will be 1. That is the meaning is N and R values are equal means the value will be 1. Then NC1 is equal to N. Then NC2 means what's the formula? N into N minus 1 divided by 2 factorial. Then NCX is equal to NCY, then either x equal to y or x plus y equal to n. Then NCR is equal to NCN minus r, this one, this one. So 7 properties are there. Take down that PDF and go through and by heart all the properties. The 7 properties we will use in problems as well as there is a chance to ask for one word questions also. Understand students? Please go through that and read that and by heart thoroughly. We will use this in problems also. Okay. Example 2.26. If NC4 is equal to NC6, find 12CN. We are going to use the property for this problem. We have learned if. Now according to the property number 4, you see the property number 4, if you see the property, that's the property like this. If NCX is equal to NCY, then x plus y is equal to n. So we are going to use this here. That is NC4 is equal to NC6. Is it right? Therefore, n is equal to x plus y. What is the x value here? 4. What's the y value here? 4. So 4 plus 6. So n is equal to 4 plus 6 means n equal to 10. Correct? Okay. Now substitute there. What's the value we need to find? 12CN. Is it right? So 12C in the place of n, how much you need to substitute? 12C. 10. Okay. How will you write this? 12C 10 means 12C 10. Is it right? So 12C 10 means we will use the formula. What's the formula for as usual formulas you can use, that is better. So NCR is equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. We can use that. There is a short methods and all. If you are going for shortcuts, there's a chance to put mistakes. So better you can substitute in the formula and try. So 12 factorial divided by r is 10 factorial into 12 minus 10 factorial. That's equal to 12 factorial means 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Correct? Then 10 factorial also you need to write everything. 10 into 9 into 8 into. Better you can use the short way. That's good. Okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 into 2 factorial you get. Again also 1, 2. So from here to here everything it will get cancelled. Same as that from here to here. Again also this 2 will get cancelled. So what's the answer? 66 will be the answer. Okay. So if we go through in the PDF, they will do like this. How much? 12 factorial is there. Is it right? So 12C10. Is it right? What's the difference between these two? 2. Is it right? So if we are finding 12C2 value, that value and this value will be same. So you can do in that method also. Okay. So I have did in this method. So same as in your book also you can do. So you know, is it right? So 12C10 must be equal to 12C2. Okay. So that also you can use. That is NCR is equal to NCN minus R, that you have learned in property number 5. If you see in property number 5, like this one thing is given, that is NCR is equal to NCN minus R. You can use this also. This is very easy. That is NCR means n into Cn minus R. So n minus R means 12 minus 10, the value will be 2. So 12C2 value also 66 you will get. So both that's also correct. Okay. Example 2.27. If NPR equal to 720, NCR is equal to 120, find R. Okay, we know that NCR is equal to NPR divided by R factorial. You have learned the formula. So NCR, the value is 120, 720, the value is given, divided by R factorial. Cross it, R factorial, you can bring that side, bring this to this side. 720 divided by 120, cancel. So 72 divided by 12. So how much you will get? 6. So 6, how will you write in factorial? 3 factorial. Am I right? So R factorial is equal to 3 factorial. So factorial cancel, R equal to 3. Understand? So this formula already you have learned. Just substitute it. R factorial we need. So because of that, the 6 I have changed as 3 factorial, and factorial will get cancelled, R equal to 3. Understand? Okay. Next one. Example 2.28. If 15C3R is equal to 15CR plus 3, find R. Solution: 15C3R is equal to 15CR plus 3. Okay. Then by the property, you have learned by the property. Okay, what's the property? NCX is equal to NCY. But that property we are going to use. By the property, NCX is equal to NCY, which implies X plus Y is equal to N. Yes? Now add it, that is, which implies add it here, 3R plus 3. That value is given as 15. Correct? 15 only, no? N value. Which implies 3R plus R means 4R plus 3 equal to 15. So 4R is equal to 15 minus 3. 4R is equal to 12. Which implies R equal to 3. Understand? Then example 2.29. Okay, the question is somewhat big. So I am reading the question from the book. From a class of 32 students, 4 students are to be chosen. I said, is it right? Out of this one we are choosing. So out of, then the combination, then the number of combinations. Okay, combinations, that is from a class of 32 students. So totally 32. Out of how much we are choosing? 4 we are going to choose. Substitute in the formula, 32 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 32 minus 4 factorial. That's equal to 32 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 28 factorial. Listen here students, this one is a very big number. If you are finding the factorial, you will get very big number. So because of that, you can leave like this, it's enough. This is a required answer. Understand? Okay. Next example. Please take down the book and PDF and write down the question. A question paper has 2 parts, namely part A and part B. So in a question paper, there is part A and part B. Each part contains 10 questions. Part A also 10, there also 10. If a student has to choose 8 from the part A and 5 from part B, in how many ways they can choose it? So you can take down this answer from that PDF. Clearly it's there. So in a part A, out of 10 questions, 8 questions can be selected in how many ways? 10 out of 8. So 10C8. Is it? Sorry, out of 10 we chose 8, so 10C8 ways. In part B, out of 10 questions, how much you need to choose? 5, so 10C5. Therefore, we will use the multiplication property. Already you have learned. So what will you do? 10C8 into 10C5. Yes. So we can subtract it here and you can find out easily. How we'll do that is 10C8 is there. Is it right? So 10C, the value is same as 10C2. If you simplify this, you will get this answer. Please complete this question also. Then one more homework, same as in this model, that is exercise 2.4 first problem. Exercise 2.4 first problem. Please children complete this example 2.30. Already I have given one homework for you. Is it right? Exercise. So again I am repeating the today's homework. Exercise 2.3 problem number 6. Exercise 2.4 problem number 1. Okay, I think the PDF is with you. Please take down the question from there and do that. Now I have explained one example, that also please complete it. Steps, everything is in the book. You can take down. Okay. So example 2.30, please complete it. Understand? Then 2.4, first problem, NPR value is given, NCR value is given. We need to find N and R. Okay, we need to find N and R. Please try down that in today's same as today's classwork it will be. So you can try that and complete that and please send it that. If you have any doubt, please ask me during the interaction section. I will clear your doubts. Okay students, please study your everyday portion. Be take care of your health. Pray to God every day for your family, for your health. Be safe in your home, students. Please complete everyday portion and do the homeworks also. We will meet in our next class. We will start one more example, example 2.31. We will start from the example 2.31. Some more examples are left in this section. We will see in the next page. Okay students, thank you.